Alright, Shalom. Of course, I want to start off by giving all praises and glories unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to entitle this video yet, but I just wanted to, think back real quick on, a few things that, happened lately. And, the forecast for the future. Okay, now I mentioned this lately, that, in fact, I did a few videos on it. The other day I was out, doing my videos as I was taking my, evening stroll. I ended up finishing that, right? So I'm walking down the street, and then, of course, there's another group out there who's teaching, that dark times are here. Okay, and that the world's going to fall into chaos, and that people need to be prepared, man. So, it just shows you, man, it goes to show that people really know, man. Okay, and if that wasn't enough, I was talking to one of the bystanders there who was listening to him, and we had a little conversation. I brought up the topic of the mark of the beast, and they were like, yeah, I know the mark of the beast is the microchip. Alright, without me even mentioning the microchip, they already knew. Okay, so it just shows you, man, the average people out here, they know these things, man. Okay, it just shows you that everybody knows, man, that there is a dark time coming down the pipes, so to speak, man. Okay, that darkness is on the horizon. Okay, or that might even be a good name for the video, man, that the world's about to fall into another dark age, man. Okay, because that's really what is going to happen out here. Okay, let's name a couple of things. Okay, we're, 6-7 months now into a global pandemic, right? That's what has that done, right? Shut down the economy, right? You got 60 million people who are, unemployed right now. You have, let's see, what don't you have going on right now, man? What don't you have going on? Okay, there's so much stuff that you could mention that it's hard to, to pick certain ones with the amount of stuff that's going on right now. One thing I'd like to focus on, because as I said, I've been paying attention to, a lot of these, prepping channels on YouTube and whatnot, seeing what they're saying. Everybody's talking about the election, which of course is something we all need to talk about, because that's coming up here in 2 weeks. Okay, as a matter of fact, before I even move on, let's get one scripture from the Skits' inside joke. Okay, bear with me a second. Okay, anyway, the book of Michael, chapter 12, verse 1, it says, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which stands for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be written in the book." Right, but the point of the matter is there will be a time of trouble like never before, man. Okay, and that's the time that we're coming into right now, man. Okay, it's a time of trouble that, we've never seen before. Okay, because, there's never been a time before in human history where, you've seen all the stuff that we're seeing now, man. And let me even give an example, man. I was talking with somebody I know, about the end times and whatnot. And, they were like, well, you see, we're not in the end times now because, people have been saying that for hundreds of years, which is true. People were, saying that for, a very long time. But you know what? Back in those times when people were, saying that, they didn't have the proof. Okay, they didn't have the proof of of their statements. Okay, they weren't able to give evidence to support, what they were saying, man. Okay, for example, let me give an example. Back then, they didn't have, prophecy they could point to, such as the mark of the beast, and show anything in their time period that, fits the mark of the beast prophecy. However, we can do that. Okay, now back then, maybe 100, maybe 200 years ago, somebody might have said, you know what, America's Babylon. In fact, I'd say, statistically speaking, somebody probably did say that. Okay, somebody probably did say that. Okay, but guess what? It wasn't in that time that the prophecy would be fulfilled, even though they might have knew that back then. Okay, the time for it to, be fulfilled is our time now, man. Okay, the time that we're in now is the time that these prophecies are to be fulfilled. Okay, it's just very simple to understand, man. Okay, I was looking for a scripture, I couldn't find it, but it says in Revelation that the devil will come down on you because he knows he has a short time. It might even be. Okay, that's the. I think we can get that one. Okay, we'll get this one. Revelation chapter 2 and verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Right, and who's the devil, man? Right, talking about, the elite of E. Right, I gotta watch what I say. But, the elite of E, okay, is, the devil that it's talking about here, man. Okay? The devil, as it says in the scriptures, the devil is going to, come down, having great wrath because he knows he has a short time right now, man. Okay, and that's exactly what, is going on. They say I wanted to get the scripture, but I can't think of it off the top of the head at the moment. But the point of the matter is that, we're coming into some dark times, man. Okay, we're really coming into some, dark days, man, as we come closer to 2021. Okay, which, I remember, man, I remember there sitting on the bed in, 2019, making a video about, that 2020 is going to be a spiritual year. And look what's happened this year, man. Okay, the world is completely different from what it was last year, man. Okay, it's been almost a whole year, or at least half a year, if not over half a year, that the whole world's been wearing masks, man. Okay, very soon, and these months are going to be moving quick, man. I mean, here we are already in the middle, well, not the middle, almost the end of October. Okay, so, and which I'll come back to what I was saying a few minutes ago about what I focus on. But now we're coming into November and December, okay, which is the last 2 months of the year. And then you have January, which is 2021. But the reason why that's so important is, as it was said, I focus on something I'm not seeing anybody else focus on right now. They'll focus on the election, maybe, which is good. But nobody's really focusing on what else comes in the next 2 months. Let's go over them real quick. You have Halloween coming. You have the election. You have Thanksgiving. You have Black Friday. You have Christmas. And you have New Year's. Okay, that's 6 major things. Major events. Or, celebrations, for lack of better words. There are always held here in America. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens this year, man. Okay, so this is the climax right here. All the rest of this year, that's pretty much just spent, playing games, so to speak. That's just a warm-up level, okay, compared to what we have coming in the next 2 months here, man. Okay, and it cannot be denied. It cannot be denied. Okay, what do you think people are going to do when so-called Christmas comes, man? Ain't nobody got no money for Christmas this year. Nobody has money to pay for the rent check. Okay, nobody has money to pay for rent. Nobody has money to pay for damn, the cable bill, internet bill. Damn, electricity. Okay, nobody have the money for this. So what's gonna happen when Christmas comes? Okay, hey, this might be the year that the Grinch steals Christmas. Side joke. But it wouldn't surprise me, man. Okay, this might be the year that children might have to go without a Christmas, man. Now, millions of people all over America might have to go without, Christmas this year, man. Okay, so this quite literally will be the year that, that the Grinch steals Christmas. and you just can't deny it, man, that, people are not doing good out here, right now. And as I said, it's just going to continue to get even worse as the days go on, man. Okay, because as I said, you have next month, which is November, and then, December. Okay? So, we're just going to have to wait and see, man. Okay, we're just going to have to wait and see, what happens. Okay, what craziness 2021 is going to bring. Okay, so, you can all feel free to, share your thoughts down below. And, with that all being said, I'm going to say shalom.